Hello students, in this lecture we will talk about on line of spaces and some results based on it. For this, first we discuss open cover. Let X2 be a topological space and we take a collections of some open sets in X. Then this collection is a open cover for X. If we take union of these open sets, then it covers X set. So if we take collections of U alphas and take union of all U alphas, here alpha belongs to some indexing set I, then this union of U alphas covers X. So it is similar to say, if for each alpha belongs to I, all U alphas containing X, as X is a member of the topology, so all union of these U alphas containing X also. So from 1 and 2, we can say that X is equal to union of all U alphas. So if this collection is an open cover for X, then we can say that X is equal to union of all U alphas. Now for the example, let X be a set and tau is a topology defined on the given set X, and here C and S both are the collections of some open subsets of X. So here we can see that S is containing C and which is containing topology. So if we take union of the members of C, let us take 1 union with 2, 3, then 4, 5, then 1, 2, 3, then this union is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is equal to set X. So from the definition of the open cover, we can say that C is an open cover for X. Now if we take members of S and take union of these members, that is 1 union with 2, 3, union with 4, 5, which also gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is equal to X. It means S also covers X and S is a subset of C here. So we can say that S is a open subcover for X. Now further we discuss the line law of space. A topological space X is line law if every open cover for X has a countable subcover. It means if we take any topological space X and take some collections of open subsets of X, call it U alpha. Here alpha belongs to some index set I. Then denote this collection by C. Let C is an open cover for X. Then we can write X is equal to union of all U alphas. So this collection covers X. Now if we take another collection which is a sub collection of C and it is countable also, then it represented as some subsets of X, call it B beta. Here beta belongs to index set J. And if we take union of the members of S, then it also covers X. So S is a subcover of C which is countable. So it is a countable subcover. Then we can say that X is a line law of space. Now we have some examples on the line law of spaces. The first example we have that X is a set here and tau is a topology defined on the set X, and C1, C2, C3 are the collections of some open subsets of X and which covers X set. So all are open covers for set X, and there is another collection also which also covers the set X, and it is a sub collections of all the open covers for X. So it is a sub cover of the set X, and this collection is finite, so we can say that it is countable also. Now this S is a countable subcover for the given set X, and thus we can say that this topological space is a Line-Loaf space. And the second example, X is a set of natural number here and tau is a discrete topology on set of the natural number, then this space is a Line-Loaf space. Now in the discrete topology, every subset of natural number is open, and if we take any collections of the open set, then that collection will be countable because set of the natural number is countable. So here we can write any singleton set because singleton set is also open in the discrete topology. Here n is a natural number, then this collection will be countable, which is open also, and this collection also covers the X. So this is a open cover for X which is countable. So we can say that this space is a Line-Loaf space. Now further we discuss some results that is based on the Line-Loaf spaces. In the first result we have every closed subspace of Line-Loaf space is Line-Loaf. Now for the proof of it, let X tau be a topological space which is Line-Loaf. And Y is a subspace of X which is closed. Then we will prove that this Y is also a Line-Loaf space. Now for this, let U alphas are the open sets in Y. So we take collections of all open sets in Y, that will be open cover for Y. So here we can write Y is equal to union of all U alphas, since for each alpha belongs to I, U alphas are open in Y and Y is a subspace of X. So there exist a open sets for each alphas, that is V alpha, such that every U alpha can be written as V alpha intersection with Y. As Y is closed, it is given, so we can write Y complement is open. So Y is a closed set in X, which implies that Y complement is open in X, and from this U alpha is equal to B alpha intersection with Y, then we get U alphas is contained in V alphas. Now taking union both sides, then this union also contained in union of all B alphas, and this union is equal to Y, which is contained in union of alpha belongs to I, B alphas. Now take union with Y complement both sides, then we will get union of alpha belongs to I, V alpha, union with Y complement. Now Y is a subspace of X, so Y union Y complement will become X, which is contained in the union of all alpha belongs to I, V alpha union Y complement, as this implies that X which contain in the union of all B alphas union with Y complement. So this union covers with X, and this is the open cover because Y alpha is open and union of B alphas are also open. So it is a open cover for X. So we can write here it is a open cover for X, and it is given that X is a line of space, as X is line of, then this open cover has a finite subcover which covers X, as Y is a subspace of X, so it will cover Y also. So Y has a finite subcover, so which implies that Y is a line of space. Now the next result is Line-Loaf theorem. It is every second countable space is Line-Loaf. So for the proof of it, let X2 be a topological space which is second countable, and we will prove that this X is Line-Loaf space also. Now from the definition of the second countable, X has a countable base which we denoted by B. So let B is a collections of all Bn where n is a natural number. It is countable also. Now to prove that X is a Line-Loaf, we take open cover for X. Let a collections of some open subsets of X which is a open cover for X. So here we can write X is equal to union of U alphas. So this union covers X. Now let an element X belongs to X, so which implies that X belongs to this union also, which implies that X belongs to some U alpha or some alpha belongs to I. Now U alpha is an open set which is containing X element. Since B is a base for X, then from the definition of the base we can write there exists a member of B, call it Bn X because it is containing X also. So we denote it by Bn X such that X belongs to Bn X and which is containing U alpha, which implies that this singleton X is contained in the Bn X which is containing U alphas, and if we take union in three sides then we get union at X belongs to X, singleton X which is containing X belongs to X Bn X which is containing union at U alphas. So here we have taken the union at X belongs to X. So here this is a open set which covers X. So we get X is containing union at X belongs to X, Bn X. This is also X, which implies X is equal to union of all B and X. So for each X belongs to B and X, which is a member of B, we can find an open set that is U alpha X, which is containing X, such that X belongs to B and X and which is contained in the U alpha X, and it is also true that X is equal to union of all U alpha X where X belongs to X. So there is a 1-1 correspondence with B and X with U alpha X, as B and X, which is B, is countable, then all U alpha X will also be countable. So it is a countable subcover for X. Thus we can say that X is lined of space. But the converse of this theorem need not be true. It means lined of space need not be second countable space. So we can prove it by taking one example, that will be counter example. For this, take X, which is uncountable set, and we define a topology on this set, that will be cofinite topology, which is denoted by tau C. And we have already proved that in our previous lecture that this space is not second countable. Now it is enough to prove that this topological space is a lined of space. For this, let collections of some open subsets of X, all U alpha. So alpha belongs to index I, which is an open cover for X. So we can write X is equal to union of U alphas. Now each U alphas are open, so it is a member of the topology. Now take any one member here, alpha naught belongs to index I, such that U alpha naught belongs to cofinite topology, which implies that U alpha naught complement is finite. So from this we can write U alpha naught complement is equal to collection of finite elements. We take A1, A2 up to AN. Now here each AIs belongs to X, and it is a collections of finite elements of X, so it is contained in X. Now X is equal to union of U alphas, so here we can find each U alpha is from U alpha collection. So this U alpha is belongs to this collection, such that AI belongs to UI, U alpha I here for all I. So here we can write X is equal to U alpha naught union with U alpha naught complement, and which further written as u alpha naught union with u alpha 1 union with u alpha 2 and so on up to u alpha n. Now it is a finite subcover of X and thus it is a countable subcover of X. So we can say that X is a Linelov space but not a second countable space. Now in the topological space, if it is a second countable, then which implies the first countability and which also implies the Linelov space and which also implies the separability. But in the metric space, all these are equivalent. So second countability, Linelov space and separability all are equivalent definitions, but in the topological space, these are different. So second countability implies a Linelov space and separability and first countability, but converse of this is not true. So we have already proved that it is not true in general. That's it. Thank you.